Welcome, everyone, to the Orville cast, episode 2. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott? You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, shit.
Ah!
Love's been a little bit hard on me.
Okay, so let's discuss this without getting this episode called Primal Urges without getting vulgar. Okay, so Lieutenant Commander Bordis has been addicted to the simulation room, which is like the holodeck.
Yeah.
And it grew until it started affecting his marriage to Clyde. And then in the simulation room, obviously he's reenacting his desires for like porn, which is crazy. It's a crazy episode. Ugh. So I can't even not see what I saw. But anyway, so Clyde kills him. And they go to they're trying to revive him in the sick bay, and then they find out that they save him. They find out that the custom is that when they want to get a divorce, they kill the mate. So you don't want anything to have it collided. So turns out that his this keeps growing, and he wound up getting a program made up that was illegal that interfaced with the Orville to be like the master program porn thing with tons of mates for him and the thing, and he got caught by Clyde. And this created a virus in the ship. Now they were trying to save the people on the surface. There was they found that there were people underneath, 75 of them or something.
Yeah, 75, 76.
But things started going wrong with the ship because it was a virus. So while this is happening, they're trying to fix the ship and then get to. Now they don't have teleportation. They don't have.
Yeah.
They can't have. They'll get sued if they do that. So they had to use the shuttle bay. So only people could go is Isaac and Bordis, because they can withstand the radiation. And they are only able to save 30, but it affected Bordis because he got to see that the woman who loved the guy, she gave up her position. She wanted the husband and the kid to be okay, and she stood behind. I actually thought they were going to do something to save them. They didn't. They just died. Like all the other people died. It was like a lottery. And then it turned out that the virus wasn't free from the ship. And, even though they got back to the ship almost killed everybody aboard because of this stupid program.
Yeah.
And in the end, it was a lesson learned to Bordis. And also Isaac.
Don't play around and.
Right. Isaac also was inquiring about, that because he's trying to learn all kind of cultures, and he's like, doesn't want to talk about it. And then Isaac had to fix the simulation, and he had to deal with all the Borders people, like all the Molochans, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
It was a weird episode, I gotta say. It was uncomfortable to watch some of it. But then there was other stuff that was good, like the ship almost blew up. It was like the special effects were like amazing,
It is. I mean, it's amazing how they do the special effects with the guy today.
But I just want, so far we have 2 episodes into season 2, and it's all about Bordis. So I'm kind of Bordis is out.
It changes. Trust me, it does change.
Okay. So the only aspect of this episode that was great was special effects and the other subplot things with the planet and different things. But 2 Bordis things in a row I'm not happy with. But it was a right episode. It's not one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But it was there. What did you think of it?
It's a good episode. When you first talked about that, did I miss an episode? And then when you were starting to talk about it, I said, nope, I didn't. Because, it was, like you're pretty much pointing out a lot of things that I did too. And it's like, you're going.
Yeah.
Half the time.
Like, what is this? It's hysterical humor because they're like, and she's like, look at all these guys on this ship, like talking like porn. This is ridiculous, dirty ship. Like whatever, they crack a joke and stuff.
Yes.
Not one of my favorite cup of tea episodes, but it was okay episode. So,
but like I said, there's I think there's maybe one more, but that's pretty much like third or fourth episode. Let me look.
The third episode's with Bortus also?
Yeah, there's another one.
Arc.
Let me check.
I found it funny that the doctor is also a counselor.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Where is it? I don't see it here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wind up watching another time.
Yeah.
Third episode.
No, there's, like I said, there's another one, but it doesn't really focus on Bortus per se.
Right.
But
it's funny. It's funny how things are different. Like things like they say on the ship or whatever. Like these people don't have access to. Even the doctor doesn't have access to Bortus's schedule.
Yeah.
So when he's left early, there would be a log of it that he's lying through his teeth. So that's another thing they didn't really go into is that Bortus is constantly lying. I understand that they covered that, he had an addiction, but they didn't cover the fact that he was constantly lying. And I don't know if that's going to come up in another thing. Like he lied to everyone, and I don't know if this is going to come up in another episode, maybe down the road or at the end or next season. But, just because of that, he was constantly lying to his teeth with things. Like, I'm surprised Clyden didn't ask the captain, why are you making him work so many hours? Because he's like, he's been leaving early all the damn time. Never came up. So that's interesting that they don't have it like Star Trek where they have a log of everything. They don't even know he's going to the damn simulation thing at all. Like it's just totally private, not like a record of anything. So it reminds me of the Barclay episode.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Commander Barclay was addicted to the holodeck, and he had the same thing. Like he had fantasies with the women of. That's the same thing. It's this. It's like the same people working on Next Generation. It's like they copied the episode. But it was pretty funny though. Certain things in this episode.
Seventh episode. It has something to do with Bortus in a way, but it's not this.
All right.
It's twisted a different way.
All right. So again, Orville is superior, I think, to Discovery in every way. It's like Next Generation Part 2. Great cast, great actors, and we're going to be watching more of it. So thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Oh, what do you rate your episode, by the way? I mean,
I did mine. It was about around 7 or 8.
I give it like a 6. Just passing, I guess. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.